Round 8 of the UAE National Race Day Series saw two of the championships out on track once again, the Motor City UAE Sport Bikes and the Total UAE Touring Cars. First out were the Sport Bikes, who saw another impressive field of riders take to the grid. Once again in pole position in the 1000cc class was Saudi rider Abdulaziz bin Laden, while in the 600cc class it was Mahmoud Tania, the Triumph Daytona, who headed the field. And as the lights went out, it was Abdulaziz bin Laden that stormed off the line and immediately created a significant gap over his main rival Nasser Al-Sheba. Behind this pair, and Damien van Vleck on the 1000cc Ducati was doing his best to keep the leaders in sight. Meanwhile, at the head of the 600s, Mahmoud Tania once again got out in front of the pack, but was consistently chased throughout the race by Erikas Savikas. Meanwhile, Tania's teammate Alan Boiter was riding with a broken collarbone after a motocross accident. He raced just 2 laps and retired, knowing that he could drop the points from this round in his final championship tally. Behind the 600cc leaders, and Steve Blackney managed to get some clear air between his Yamaha and the red and white Ducati of Joe Oxley. And not far behind them, the rookies were being led by Surya Raja. Thankfully this weekend had no competition from the absent Chris Morley. So as the checkered flag came out, it was Abdulaziz bin Laden on the 1000cc BMW who took an easy win ahead of Nasser Al-Sheba. Behind them, and Mahmoud Tania only just sealed victory in the 600cc class, crossing the line just quarter of a second ahead of Erikas Savikas. Steve Blackney came in third. Meanwhile, the current leader in the rookie championship, Surya Raja, took the win by the slimmest of margins, ahead of track day veteran Mike Down. Race 2 proved to be a similar affair, with Abdulaziz bin Laden once again proving that he's more than ready to race in the British Superbike Championship. He won convincingly over Nasser Al-Sheba, with Damien van Vleck coming home in third place. In the 600cc class, a slight change of setup by Mahmoud Tania resulted in a comfortable win ahead of Erikas Savikas, with Steve Blackney once again rounding out the podium in third place.
Everything worked well. The problem in race 1, we had a little bit of a problem with the settings, and at the end of the race I did a couple of mistakes and I couldn't push more, and Erikas, he got very close to me. But we did some changes in race 2 to the bike, and it worked brilliant.
In the Rookie Cup, a jump start from Surya Raja earned him a drive-through penalty, which ultimately gifted the win to Mike Down.
It feels really, really good. Despite Surya doing a jump start and getting a penalty, I would have liked to have beat him fair and square, but it was a good race.
Also back on track this weekend after a 5-week break was another strong grid of touring cars, which shared the track with the Renault Clio Cup cars, the Suzuki Swift Cup cars and 2 GT cars. And as the lights went out, it was the 2 Class 1 Seats, Kostas Papantonis and Nadir Zahur, who got off to a flying start. But the race was quickly red flagged after 2 incidents early on, which saw William Morrison's Clio Cup car demolished and the blown engine of Jonathan Mullen's Honda Civic dropping oil on the track. At the restart, the 2 Seats continued their battle, with Zahur having to come into the pits after a brief coming together. As a result, Papantonis took the win, with Zahur having to settle for 2nd place.
It was not an easy one. I qualified 2nd and we had a good start, then a couple of swaps, but then we had a sort of crash, so we had to restart the race, and then it went okay. The second part, it was in my favor.
With just 2 GT cars racing, it was no surprise that the Ferrari 458 Italia, driven by Leon Price, took the overall race win. While further down the field, the GTC Porsche, driven by Ray Bignell, racked up some useful championship points. Elsewhere in Class 2, Amir Khan was kept under pressure throughout the race by his lap 57 teammate Rupesh Chanaki, but with just 0.3 of a second separating them at the checkered flag, it was Khan who took the win, with Chanaki coming home in 2nd. Meanwhile, in the Renault Clio Cup, there was a first for the Dubai Autodrome, with the 3 Moutran brothers all on the podium, as Ramsey took the win, followed by younger brother Nabil in 2nd place and Sami in 3rd. Race 2 saw a decisive win for Kostas Papantonis in Class 1, crossing the line some 13 seconds ahead of Nadir Zahur. While in Class 2, Amir Khan strengthened his championship lead, beating Rupesh Chanaki to the flag.
Excellent, yeah. Second race, the car felt very good. first race we had a little bit of a battle, and second race I just pulled away from the crowd and just maintained pace. It was a bit boring, but then I wanted to score the championship again, so I just cruised basically in the second race today. But yeah, overall very happy with the results.
Meanwhile, in the Renault Clio Cup, it was an all-Moutran podium once again, with Ramsey taking the win, followed by Nabil in second and Sami in third. Elsewhere, the GTA Ferrari 458 Italia, driven by Rob Barth, once again crossed the line in first place after an easy race up through the field after starting from the back of the grid. Some way behind was the GTC Porsche of Graham Hanna, which continued to add to their championship points tally. Round 9 of the UAE National Race Day Series takes place on March the 23rd at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. Join us then.